All right, guys. Well, it's been a crazy week. It's been a crazy month, and so one of the things that I do on the daily is I do my yoga and my breathing and my movement, and it's because there's a lot of stress out in the world. There's stress at work. There's stress at home. There's stress going to the grocery store just to try and find toilet paper. Um, and so what we do is we carry all that stress within ourselves. And then and your body, and this is something I've been learning, I've been doing a lot of study on, your body feels that stress and then holds on to it. It's a way of like, to your body, it feels like control. But then over time, with all of that stored stress that you've got, it causes dysfunction in your body. And that's when we end up with back pain or stiff neck and shoulder, or even more serious things. So daily movement, being mindful and present in your current situation, where you're at in the day, in the point in your life, wherever, being there and being present in the moment and moving your body and releasing some of that tension is the antidote for that whole situation. So that's what we're going to do here today. We're going to breathe, we're going to move our bodies, and we're going to relax. Got a brief meditation at the end. Hopefully we'll be able to connect. We'll give some loving kindness out to ourselves and out to the world. And then we're going to walk away from this feeling good. All right, guys. Let's sit up straight and tall. You can sit on a block, a rolled up blanket, a yoga block, or a blanket. You can use a towel, whatever. Just something to kind of raise the level of your hips. It makes it easier to sit upright and to feel comfortable in doing it. I'm just going to change a quick setting here so that I can see what I'm doing. And there we go. All right, sitting up straight and tall. Your head in line over your shoulders, shoulders in line over your hips, extending your crown of your head up to the sky. Roll your shoulders up and let them rest on the bottom, on the back of your body. Rest your hands in your lap on your knees. Close your eyes and just become aware of your breath. Just focus on the gentle inhale and exhale. Don't try and affect your breath. Just allow it to flow in and out gently. Just observe. There we go. I was looking for this button. Now I can see you all. Continue breathing. So now let's take a little bit more intentional control of your breath. Take a nice big inhale. All the way in. And all the way out. Emptying your lungs completely. Begin taking another deep inhale, deep yogic breath. First, you feel your abdomen rise. Then your chest fills. When your chest is completely full, take another little sip of air at the top. Exhale slowly through your nose. Inhaling again, complete inhales all the way in. And all the way out. Inhaling again. Holding our breath for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhaling for 8. Inhaling for 4. Holding for 12. Exhaling for 8. Inhaling again all the way in. Holding for 16. Exhaling for 8. Release your breath. And let's begin to move our bodies. So let's take a nice inhale, exhale, drop your chin to your chest. We're going to roll out the back of our neck. Inhale, roll your left ear up to your left shoulder. And exhale, roll your neck back down, chin to chest. Inhale, rolling up to the other side. Exhale down. Inhale up to the left. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale up to the right. Really looking over to the right. Feeling that stretch on the left side of your neck, shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, up to the left. Exhale, down to the chin. Come back to a neutral position. Let's roll our shoulders back. Big shoulder rolls towards the back. Just waking up here. Just telling our bodies to get ready to move. Rolling your shoulders towards the front. You see me looking off to the right. I have Carrie's practicing with me, so she's like my little exemplar. I can see where she's at. All right. Come to a place of stillness here. Let's go ahead and stretch out the back of our feet, our hands. So interlace your fingers. Press your palms away from you. Just take a nice deep inhale and exhale here. Just kind of feel that stretch along both of your palms. Very good. Clasp your hands together, making double fist in front of you. And draw a big circle 8 with your fists. Opening your wrists. Just warming everything up. Very good. Now, with our hands still in this clasp, unclasp your fingers, bring the tops of the right over the left with the tops of your the tops of your hands touching. Now just turn your palms over and reclasp. So you're kind of like that. Now, flip them over and push your hand away, and flip them back over and push your hand away. Just flossing out the forearms. I don't know where that term flossing, but that's what it kind of feels like. Very good. Come to a stop there. Now let's just bring the left over the right and reclasp. and continue your flossing. Very good. All right, release your hands. Let's bring your right hand way out to the right hand side, up on tented fingers. Reach your left hand up and overhead, then fold, reaching to the right, reaching up and out of your hips, reaching for the ceiling. Feel that stretch all the way from the top of your hip, all the way, really, I feel it all the way to my elbow. Look up at your hand, inhale, exhale. One more big inhale with the nose. Exhale, round your back, reaching forward towards the corner of the room. Really rounding your back. Push your back away, push your shoulder away, drop your chin, just rounding the whole upper back and shoulder. Continue breathing. Nice big inhale. Bring your arm up and overhead, all the way over. Lift your heart up towards the ceiling, slight arch, reaching for the ceiling, moving your spine in all directions. Inhale, exhale, come back to the center and on up. Very good. Let's do the other side. All right. Bring your left hand out, all the way out with your arms straight. Bring your right arm up and overhead and folding to the left, reaching for the ceiling. Inhale, look at your hand. Great job, Kelly. Looking good. Jeannie, I see you. Good reaching. Feel that stretch. Inhale, deep inhale, exhale, rolling forward, reaching forward towards the front corner of the room, really rounding that back. Feeling the stretch all along the upper back and shoulder. Inhale, exhale. Good job, breathing out. Big inhale, rolling up, arching your back slightly, pressing your heart to the ceiling. Beautiful, moving your spine, engaging your body, stretching out those core muscles. Inhale, exhale, come back to center and back up. Very good. Bring your right hand to your left thigh. Reach your left hand around behind you to the base of your spine, pressing your palm down into the mat. Take a nice deep inhale, sitting up straight. Exhale, softening your core, looking back over your left shoulder. Follow your breath. As you inhale, you extend your spine. As you exhale, soften your core, look a little bit further over that left shoulder, deepening your twist slightly. On your next inhale, coming forward and looking over to the right for a counter twist. Very good. Coming back to center. All right. Bring your left hand to your right knee, and bring your right hand around to the base of your spine, pressing down, pressing your spine nice and straight, extending. Take a big inhale, exhale, relaxing your core and looking back over your right shoulder. Follow your breath. As you inhale, you extend. You exhale, you twist. Very good. Coming back to the front. Shake it out. Let's prepare to do Kapalbhati breathing this time. Kapalbhati breathing is a series of short exhalations that are intentional and with passive inhalation. So it's the opposite of normal physiologic breathing. When you normally breathe, it's an active process. You're pulling your diaphragm down, your abdomen rises. When you exhale, your abdomen falls. So this is the same. As you exhale, you're going to forcefully pull your stomach in. Just like that. And then your inhale will be passive. We're going to do 3 rounds, around 20, and we'll do a brief retention in the middle of each. So sitting up nice and tall. You can bring your hand to your upper abdomen if it will help, if it helps to bring your intention to that place. Now, take a nice gentle inhale through the nose and out through the nose. Nice deep inhale all the way through the nose. And begin. And release. Nice gentle inhale. Exhale. Take a nice deep inhale. And holding for 16. Releasing your breath. Exhale. Just follow your breath. Notice the way your body feels after having done that. Nice gentle inhale and exhale. Taking a nice deep inhale all the way in. And begin. And release. Inhale. Exhale. Take a nice deep inhale. And hold for 16. Release and relax. Kapalbhati is also, well, it translates as shining skull breath. It cleanses the entire respiratory system, tones the muscles of respiration, and the Lord has it that if you practice this regularly, it can show a healthy glow to your skin and your countenance. Taking a nice gentle inhale. Exhale. Final round. Take a nice deep inhale. Begin. And release. Gentle inhale. And exhale. Now a nice deep inhale all the way in. Holding for 16. Exhale, relax and release. Sit still for a moment with your eyes closed. And just take a mental scan of your body. Look for any places of tension. Notice how that breathing exercise made you feel. Can you feel your abdominal muscles? I can. When you're ready, flutter your eyes open. And let's come to our mat. Let's start in a standing position at the front of our mat. Okay, everybody. Standing with your feet about hip width apart. Really grounding down into the earth. Feel the earth underneath your mat. Feel your feet grounding into the mat. Feel the knuckle of your big toe, the knuckle of your pinky toe, and the point of your heel. Those are the 3 corners of your feet. Your toes nice and spread, giving you a good firm steady base. Working our way up, we're engaging your quadriceps, your thigh muscles, and your glutes. Tilting your pelvis slightly back. Engage your core. Standing up nice and tall. Roll your shoulders onto the back of your body. Extending through the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Tuck your chin in slightly. Turning your palms forward. Your shoulders on the back of your body. Feel yourself connected. This is Tadasana pose, mountain pose. Strong and stable. Take a nice gentle inhale, raising your hands to your heart center. Exhale. Nice, big, deep inhale. Reaching up and overhead. Reaching your arms towards the ceiling. Arching your back slightly. Exhale, folding forward all the way. Bring your hands down to the mat. Touch the mat. It's okay to bend your knees. You notice my knees are really bent a lot. This isn't about stretching the backs of your legs so much right now. You really want to round your back. You want to open up, relax, and lengthen those muscles of your back. Relax your neck. Let your head hang long. Shaking your head, yes and no. Very good. Now, take a nice big inhale. Inhaling, stepping back with your left foot. Big double step back. All the way. Very good. Drop your left knee. Look forward. Press your heart forward. And sink into that hip. Starting to wake things up now. Inhale. Exhale. Take a nice big inhale. Bring that right foot back to the top of a plank. Exhale. Drop both knees, your chest, and your chin towards the mat. Pressing forward. Press your pelvis into the mat. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. Lift your knees. Now, lift your shoulders and your chest off the mat, using the muscles of your back. Your fingers are really just there for stability. Exhale, bring your head back down, tuck your toes. Press yourself first up into a tabletop position, then lift your knees and press your hips towards the ceiling. Press your heart down towards your feet. First downward facing dog of the day. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Downward facing dog. This feels good. Press your heart down towards your feet, walking out your heels. Come up on your toes. Press your heels away, finding some stillness. Pressing down into your strong hands.
Just like our feet were very grounded, our hands are very grounded as well. Pressing down into the knuckle of your index finger, the knuckle of your pinky finger, the point of your palm. All fingers are flat. Big inhale. Lift your left heel up behind you. Now bring your left knee towards your nose and step down between your hands. Very good. Looking forward. Pressing your heart forward. Inhale here. Big inhale. Exhale. One more big inhale. And when you exhale, bring your right foot up and step it down next to your left. Exhale, hanging long again. Very good. Arms are long and loose. Head is long and loose. Very good. Now, take an inhale, come halfway up. Look down at the mat in front of you. Press your heart down towards the mat. Now you're starting to feel a little bit of a stretching behind those legs. Inhale and exhale here, breathing into those areas where you're stretching. Inhale, exhale, put that bend in your knees and come down. Touch the mat. Inhale, coming up, all the way up. Reaching up and overhead, arching slightly. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Doing good. Here we go. One more time. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, folding forward, touching the mat. Inhale, halfway up. Press your heart down. Stretch the back of those legs. Exhale, coming down, touching the mat. With a big, deep breath in, step your right foot back, all the way back. Drop your knee. Looking forward, pressing your heart forward. Inhale. Exhale. Big deep inhale here. Bring your left foot back to match. Exhale, drop your knees, chest, and forehead to the mat. Pressing forward and through. Push the top of your feet down onto the mat. Press your pelvis down and lift your chest and shoulders off the mat. Using the muscles of your back, look forward. Inhale. Exhale, drop your chest to the mat. Tuck your toes. Press yourself back up to the tabletop and then into downward facing dog. Let's walk out our feet here. Still warming up. Still getting going here. Press your heart through, really pressing down into the mat. Press your heart towards your feet, opening the front of your shoulders and chest. Big inhale, lift your foot. Right foot up towards the ceiling. Bringing your knee towards your nose. Step down between your hands. Low lunge. Pressing your heart forward. Big inhale. Exhale, stepping forward with your left foot. Bringing your feet together, folding forward. Inhale, halfway up. Press your heart down towards the mat. Exhale, folding down, touch the mat. Inhale, big inhale, reaching up and overhead, reaching for the ceiling, arching back. Exhale, hands to your heart. You guys are doing great. Okay, let's do that again. Inhale, reaching. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, take a big step back with your left foot all the way back. Drop your knee. Bring your hands to your right knee. Bring your hands to your hips. And then just rock back and forth. Back and forth. Let's open those hips. Let's warm things up. Very good. Stopping in this forward position. Using your right hand to support your low back. Bring your left hand straight up and overhead. Arching back slightly. Opening up the whole left side of your hip. The front of that left hip. the front of the left thigh. Inhale. Breathe here. Very good. Now bring your left elbow over, hook it over your right knee. Bring your right hand into prayer mudra in front of you. Look back up over your right shoulder and twist. As we inhale, we extend our spine. As we exhale, we twist a little deeper and look back over our shoulder. If this feels good and you feel nice and stable here, you can lift your back knee, press your heel away, open your hips. Very good. Drop your knee, bring your hands back down, touch the mat. Stepping back to the top of the plank. Inhale. Exhale, drop your knees, chest, and forehead to the mat. Pressing forward. Bhujangasana Cobra pose. Lift your chest and shoulders off the mat, looking forward. Take a big, deep breath in. Exhale, tuck your toes. Lift your knees and hips. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Take nice, big, deep breaths in. Inhale, lift your left heel up towards the ceiling. Bring your left knee in towards your nose and step down between your hands. Bring your hands to your knee, to your hips. And let's just rock back and forward. Warming up that right hip. Very good. So let's stop in the forward position here. Support your low back with your left hand, bringing your right hand straight up and overhead, arching your back slightly, pressing forward into that left knee, opening the whole right side of your hip. Your right hip is front, right thigh. Inhale. Exhale. One more big deep inhale here. Exhale, bring your right elbow across to your left knee. Press your hands together and look back up over your left elbow. Look at the ceiling. If this feels good and stable, lift your right knee. Press your right heel away from you. You can really probably feel a little bit more intense stretch on the front of that right hip. This feels good. Look up. Change your vision of the whole thing and look up at the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, drop your knee, bring your hands back down, and bring your left foot back to the back, coming back to the top of the plank. Drop your knees to the mat. Spread your knees about as wide as the mat. Bring your toes together to touch in the back. Sit back on your heels. And melt your heart down towards the mat, folding forward from the hips. Bring your arms out in front of you, palms facing down. Bring your forehead down to the mat. Child's pose. Let's relax here for just a moment. Feel an extension all along the length of your back. Feel a release in those muscles along the back of your hips, your glutes. Breathing into the back of your body, feeling the ribs and the back of your body expand with each breath. I invite you to scan your body here. See how you're feeling now at this part of practice.
Very good. When you're ready, bring your hands down under your shoulders. Press yourself back up to a tabletop position. When you're ready, spin around and come to seated on your mat with your legs extended in front of you. All right. So we're going to just start from here with your legs straight. Heels are flexed with your toes pointing up to the ceiling. Put your hands down right next to your hips. I want you to press down into your mat and lift your hips off the mat if you can, maybe just an inch. Engage your core. Now lift your left heel off the mat, maybe just an inch or two, and back down. Remember, keep engaging your core. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Lift your right heel. Inhale here, exhale, drop your right heel and drop your bottom. Very good. Now, rolling your shoulders onto the back of your body, bring your arms straight up and overhead. Inhale, look up at your hands. Exhale, fold forward. Grab your shins, your ankles, or your toes, however you can reach. Rounding your back down and folding forward. Bring your head down towards your knees. It's okay if you put a little bend in your knees. I do. There's no competition here. Don't really want to feel a whole lot of stress in your low back. Really you want to feel the stretch when you're stretching behind your legs, or if you're trying to stretch the muscles of your back, you don't want it to be a strain. So put a little bend in your knees and allow your muscles of your back to lengthen, and then drop your chin to your knees, or your forehead to your knees. Three long breaths here. Very good. Come rolling back up to sit. Bring your hands in behind you, about 6 inches behind you, with your fingers pointing down towards your toes. Plant your heels and point your toes away from you. Take a nice deep inhale, and when you do, lift your pelvis and up towards the ceiling in reverse plank. Urdhva. Look up at the ceiling. You want your hands and wrists to be directly under where your shoulders are. Focus on your breathing. One more big inhale here. Exhale, drop your bottom and come back to a sit. And rolling down onto your back, lying down. Very good. Doing good on time. You want to go ahead and bring your heels in to just where you can touch them with your fingers. Now, press down into the mat with your feet, lifting your pelvis. Reach underneath and clasp your hands if you can. If not, just press your palms down into the mat. Roll your shoulders onto the back of your body and lift your heart. Now, press your pelvis up towards the ceiling. Press your heart up towards the ceiling. Setu Bandhasana, bridge pose. Really opening up both of the fronts of your hips, engaging your glute muscles, your hamstrings, and all the muscles of your back. This is just a great one for really getting things activated on the back of your body. Inhale, exhale, drop your bottom back down to the mat. Let's take a breath here. We're going to do that again. If Chakrasana is part of your practice, and you'd like to go into a full back bend, this would be a good time to do that.
For the rest of us, we're going to lift our hips, clasp our hands underneath, roll your shoulders onto the back of your body, press your pelvis up to the sky, open your heart, lifting your heart up towards the ceiling as well. Inhale, exhale here. Now, okay, step your right foot in towards the middle, lift your left foot, press your heel up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, bring that foot back down to the mat. On your next inhale, lift your bridge, lift your right foot up towards the ceiling. Press that heel up to the ceiling. You're holding it all up. Inhale. Exhale, bring your foot back down to the mat. Very good. Okay. Coming up, rolling up. All right. Let's pull our knees in, create a nice ball, pulling our whole body into a nice little ball. We're going to roll back and forth off the mat. So, you ready? Rolling back. And it's kind of a massage for your whole. Very good.
Something's going on with the sound here. There we go. Wonder I can see. Okay, now I see you guys.
All right. Now we're sitting up. Bring your feet in so that the soles of your feet are in contact with the mat. Reach around and hold on to underneath your thighs here. Engage your core. Press your heart forward so that your back is straight. Now, find a little balance here. Lift your heels up off the mat. So now we're kind of balancing on our bottoms. We're supported with our hands and we're balancing with our feet in the air. Very good. Now let's begin to rise, to raise our feet a little bit, just to where they're like parallel with your mat. If this feels good, you can release your hands. It's really most important that your back remains straight, that you press your heart forward, and that you're engaging your core, pulling your navel in towards your spine. Breathe here. Don't hold your breath, or you pass out. I'm not there. I can't do CPR for you. All right, this feels good. You can even straighten your legs. Straighten your arms up overhead. You can grab your toes and straighten your legs in that way. Ooh. And then it becomes a challenge of maintaining your balance. Inhale. Exhale, bring your feet in. Very good. Keep the soles of your feet together and pull them in close to you. Grab your toes with your hands and fold your heart down towards your feet, opening your hips. Find your breath and use your breath. You can use your breath to get a little bit deeper into your stretches and twists by focusing on the relaxation as you exhale. In all cases, when you breathe in, you're enlivening and extending. As you exhale, you're relaxing, folding, and twisting. Right, this feels good. We can move our feet out, well, maybe 6 to 8 inches, maybe a little more. Kind of create a diamond with your legs. And let's do the same thing. Sitting up straight and tall, extending our spine. Exhale, folding forward, pressing your heart down towards your feet. We're kind of hinging from our hips, not really rolling our back so much as hinging from our hips. You don't get extra points for rounding your back and touching your feet, but it'll be interesting if you do. I'll be watching. If this works for you and you're very flexible, you can even reach underneath your feet and pull your heart down towards the mat. Feeling that stretch all along the back of your hips. Very good. Rolling up. Let's spin around and come to lying face down on your mat. Make a little pillow with your hands and rest your head on your hands. Crocodile pose. Relax for just a moment. Very good. So next we're gonna work on locust pose. I'm gonna scoot back a little bit because I'm gonna hit Buddha boy if I don't watch out. So lying flat on your abdomen. Extend your arms out overhead, palms facing one another. Bring your forehead to the mat. Extend your legs straight out behind you, point your toes. With a nice deep inhale, lift your left hand and your right foot off the ground. Very good. Extending your left hand and your right foot away from one another. Exhale, bring them back down to the mat. Now we're going to switch. Big inhale. Lift your right hand and your left foot up off the mat. Excellent. Good job, mates. Good job, Bree. I see you, Adele. Good job. Exhale, drop your hand and your foot to the mat. Catch your breath. Gathering your mental focus. Take a nice deep inhale. Lift both hands and both feet up off the mat, extending them away from each other. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Inhale, exhale, lowering all four extremities to the mat. Make a little pillow with your hands and rest. Very good. Now we're gonna do upward facing dog. With this one, you bring the tips of your fingers so that they're about at the top of your shoulders, at the point of your shoulders, right? And your fingers and hands are strong and flat. Now, you begin pressing yourself up until your arms are straight. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. So now you're not touching the mat with the rest of your body. Just your hands in the tops of your feet, roll your shoulders onto the back of your body and press your heart forward. Downward facing dog, upward facing dog. Very good. Inhale. Exhale, drop your knees, chest, and forehead to the mat. Find your breath. Our days are filled with ups and downs. Sometimes things are easy, like now. We're resting. Good breathing. Sometimes they're more challenging. The whole idea is to kind of maintain your equanimity in all those situations, whether it's hard or soft. You're still there. You're still thinking. You're still present. Very good. Coming back to center. Let's bend our both of our legs and pointing your toes up towards the ceiling. Now, reach back with both hands and grab your ankles. Prepare for bow pose, Dhanurasana. The next big deep inhale. Lift your chest and shoulders up off the mat. Then kick into your hands and lift your knees up to match. Bow pose. Inhale, look forward. Exhale slowly, maintaining your pose. Inhale. This is one of those more difficult situations, but we don't care. We're all good. We've got this. Inhale, exhale, relax, and release. Coming back to lying down your mat. When you catch breath, come back up to a seated position. We're just going to do a couple more things, then we're going to meditate. First, we're going to do a quick twist. Well, maybe not a quick twist, we're going to do a twist. Seated with your legs extended in front of you. Bring your right foot up and over, planting the sole of your right foot into the mat. Bring your left foot around and tuck it underneath your bottom. You want to be sitting up on both of your sit bones. Now, bring your right hand around behind you, base of your spine reaching up and overhead. Look up at your hand, inhale, exhale. Reach around your right knee and look back over your right shoulder. This is Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. Very good. And then big inhale, exhale, relax, release. Let's look back over your left shoulder as a counter twist. Coming back to neutral. Untangle your legs. Let's do it the other way. Bring your left foot over the right. Plant your the sole of your left foot onto the mat. Tuck your right leg underneath you. You want to be sitting up straight with both sit bones on the mat. Bring your left hand around behind you to the base of your spine, reaching up and overhead with your right. Inhale, look up, exhale. Twist, looking back over your left shoulder. Extending to the crown of your head, sitting up tall. Inhale, exhale, looking back a little further. Press your big toe of your left foot into the mat. Kind of will give you a little bit more push for your twist. Big inhale. Exhale, coming back. Center. Looking back over your right shoulder in a counter twist. And then back to neutral. Untwist your legs. Let's come to a quick standing position. Standing balance. Bring your big toes touching, your heels touching, standing straight and tall, with your hips in line over your ankles. Bring your arms up and overhead. Inhale.
Bring your hands to touch at the top. Press your arms straight. Palms are touching. Look up at that little space between your palms and close your eyes. Standing in balance for 1 minute. Very good. Releasing your hands, opening your eyes, and find a comfortable seat on your mat. You may want to sit on your block.
Roll up blanket.
Just finding a comfortable place. So today we're going to do a brief metta meditation. This is loving kindness meditation. You'll see that we start where we're focusing on ourselves because, well, you, as much as anybody, deserves your own love and kindness. Then we're going to extend that love and kindness outward to encompass the all of humanity and all beings. So let's just sit up nice and tall in a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Begin to focus on your breathing. I'll repeat a mantra 3 times. And then you begin to repeat the mantra just inside, just mentally. If you feel your attention is drifting, you find you're thinking about your plans or sensations in your body, just refocus on your mantra. Mentally scanning your body for any areas of tension, relaxing your brow, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your shoulders, relaxing control of your breath. May I be safe. May I be happy. May I be fulfilled. May I be safe, happy, and fulfilled. May I be safe, happy, and fulfilled. May all those I love be safe and happy and fulfilled. May all those I love be safe, happy, and fulfilled. May all those I love be safe and happy and fulfilled. May all beings be safe and happy and fulfilled. May all beings be safe and happy and fulfilled. May all beings be safe, happy, and fulfilled. If you like, you can continue to sit in this comfortable seated position and continue your meditation. If you like, you can lie down on your mat, begin your Shavasana, just relaxing. I'm going to continue relaxing for 3 more minutes. Give yourself this time. Allow yourself to relax. Bring your awareness back into your bodies. Begin to move your fingers and toes. Fingers and toes. Rolling out your wrists and ankles. Take a big deep breath in. Reach your arms up and overhead. Stretching the left side of your body and the right. If you're ready, and you're not already sitting, come to a sitting position. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Bring up nice and tall. We close our class today with the sound of Om one time. I've unmuted you all so that we can all hear the beautiful sound of our Om resonating together. So let's take a nice deep inhale for the sound of Om. Om. It was such a privilege to practice with you all this morning. Thank you for coming and joining in.
What are you doing today?
Coming in. I hope you take with the feeling that you have now and carry it around with you all throughout the world. Have a wonderful day. Namaste.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, Trish.
Bye.
Bye, Bree. Bye, Trish.
Bye, Jenny.
Thanks for coming.
Bye,
Jeannie.
Thank you.
Bye, Adele.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye,
Bye, Bree.
Lorena.
Bye. Bye, Mike.
Bye, Teresa.
Bye.
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 No. He said bye, but I heard him. No. He did. Yeah.